Well, we made it up to Capitol Reef, staying in the Fruita campground, which is so calming and beautiful. There's actually apple orchards. They call it Fruita for a reason. Pear, plums, peaches. It's just beautiful. And the scenery here is just as spectacular as Roche'z was. Okay, I know that I have said this before, probably too many times, and you're probably getting sick of hearing it, but the size of this, I wish there was a way to capture it, because I know on the videos, even if I watch it after I've edited it, you can't get a sense of how enormous and high it is. It is just absolutely stunning. The campground that we're staying at last night is called Fruita, and it's inside of the Capitol Reef National Park, which is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful, and unfortunately I only booked one night here and we are so wishing we could spend a week here, because it is just, it's really magical. It's like a green, grassy park campground inside of just sheer rock. Kind of like just comes out of nowhere, and it was settled in the 1800s by a gentleman and his family, and they planted all of these orchards down in here. We got pear trees and apple trees, and you can actually go up and for $1 a pound pick whatever you want. And so they make pies here too. They sell like 300 or 400 pies a day, believe it or not, at this little old historic inn. And each night they bake them, and then next day they sell them. But yeah, you can see here a perfect pear. You can climb up in here, and oh, here's a beautiful one. Look at that. Perfection. Does it get any better than this? And I mean, and besides just the beauty of the surroundings in here, there's so much to do as far as hiking and biking. And so yeah, when we come back, we are definitely going to book at least a week in here, if not 2 weeks, because it's just so cool. So yeah, they got ladders in here for you, and they have these pickers. And so you can go up, I'll take you down and go get a green apple. Tons of deer in here. Obviously they are just feasting on this stuff. But here we go. Oh man, doesn't get any fresher. So Vicky wanted to have a convertible, and I stuck her in the back of the truck. Say hi, honey.
By far the coolest thing I've ever seen or done. This is insanely cool. Wow, wow, wow. Jaw-droppingly cool.
So I've hiked back into the Capitol Gorge at the end of a 10-mile scenic drive. Then there's the trailhead which goes back another 2 miles round trip. Unfortunately, Vicky couldn't come with me because we have Sophie with us and dogs aren't allowed on the trail. But I was going to run ahead and do this real quick in and out, video it for you guys, and just give you a chance to kind of see the deep canyon that we're in. And there's these things called tanks that are bodies of water inside of the rock that are essential for wildlife, and we should be coming up on them in about 15-20 minutes. This is really fascinating. The sides of these walls in the canyon look like Swiss cheese, and for the life of me I cannot figure out why they would be there, what would have created them. And they're in all different shapes and sizes. Here, I'll turn around so you can see them. Okay, so I'm getting pretty close to these tanks. They are not down on the riverbed like you would think. They're up on a ledge overlooking the riverbed, and I should be coming on here in a minute. Oh, and that's something else I wanted to say about the riverbeds. It's extremely dangerous to come back in the canyon when there's inclement weather, because if it starts to rain, they have instant flash floods, and it can go from a completely dry riverbed like that to 6 feet of water within, I don't know, I think they said like 45 seconds. So I mean, literally you could be standing in there sweating dry, and all of a sudden hear this wall of water coming behind you from nowhere. And if you Google it, actually every year people, you know, they drown and die because it comes out of nowhere. So you got to be really cautious. Well, here we are, a tank. Mother Nature's drinking bowl, basically. And much like a water trough on a farm, it gives the livestock a chance to drink and survive. There's a bit of a hike back up in here. There's another one right here. I'm going to walk up over that ridge and see if I can find something else. So yeah, there are several more up here that are currently dry. So it looks like this one we were just showing you down here. That's the biggest one. Still got some water in it. I can't imagine at night, you know, if you could camp out here, you'd probably get bighorn sheep back in here, deer, who knows, all kinds of critters. Hey, check this out. I have found a huge one on my way back down. Look at this little bowl here that's empty, but then it opens up into this huge pool. I mean, there's probably several more on the way down. Isn't that cool? I doubt any animal drinks out of that though, because once they get in there, there's no way out. Wow, spectacular Utah. Utah is Jurassic Park on flipping steroids. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. This is neat. You see these markers here? There's one there, and there's one back there, and one across from it. This just goes to show what a novice hiker I am. Those are actually called, I believe, cranes. People leave them as markers for hiking trails. Kind of fun. Here comes another one up ahead of me here. Without them, you really wouldn't know where to go. Here's another one, and they should lead us to one of the tanks. Wow, this is cool.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.